Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the greatest known podcast in the multi-universe. I am Ashley Lamprey. You can't see my brother from another mother, the keyboard warrior, the goddamn savage that is Eddie Law. I'm not saying he's got ringworm on his face again. But my ringworm on his face.
Look, man, don't be hating just because I got caught in the guillotine for too long. All right, it was fucked up. It was my fault.
That's what I call a deep triangle. A deep triangle.
What's good, man?
Man, I'm good. I'm tired as hell. It's been a long ass day, but we've got to come with the fire for the people, for the culture, for the people. With my bad impression out of the way of like the Brazilian-esque, can we please talk about Paulo Costa?
Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to school me on this because I've heard like bits and pieces. I haven't had time to go look it up, but I heard some people are pissed about him fighting a chick.
Right. So let's just set the scene for this because I want to be completely fair here and kind of transparent because I understand why some people are mad. And I agree with them, just to throw it out there. Right. Basically, he's said in in an interview. I'm trying to find the name of the lady. Right, here we go. So basically, Paulo Costa offered to fight trans woman Fallon Fox.
Wait a minute. The dude that cut off his dick and was beating the shit out of bitches left and right? That Fallon Fox?
The one who hasn't fought in 4 years, yes.
Good. Shouldn't fight ever. It should have fought in the first place. That's fucked up.
Again, whilst I agree,
okay,
this goes back to the thing of advantages. Because if you remember, we spoke about someone who was a boy who was wanting to become a woman and was competing in high school wrestling competitions, if you remember, a few months back. Whilst I think that it gives you an unfair advantage physically, obviously, because you've had certain perks per se, this is the thing that's fucked up, right? Is not the fact that she fought. It is what it is. It's a grey area in sports. It's a very grey area where we're going to see more of this over the next 5-10 years. Believe me. The most funny thing about it for me is going to be the fact when we get some chick that's going to be like a 170 and she whoops some man's ass, and then everybody's going to be like. But anyway. But the thing is, though, is the problem mainly is not the fact that Costa wanted to, per se, fight this woman, in my opinion. The fucked up thing is if he turned around and said, I want to fight her, and it was, Gabby Garcia, I go, well, she's a big chick, and she might fuck you up.
Yeah.
Costa's wanting to fight this Fox chick, and she's 145. She's 145 pounds. Like, that's like, if he turned around and said that he wanted to fight Frankie Edgar, you'd be like, bruh, like, what the fuck, man? Like, do you know, or if he wanted to fight, I don't know, fucking, I'm trying to think of the smaller 145ers, but just saying that he wanted to fight a 145er, it's like, come on, dude, like, you're going to turn around and say that you're going to fight somebody smaller than you? Like, I could understand if he was like, right, I want to fight Gabby Garcia, I'm going to knock out a big ass. Like, I understand that. But 45. If you don't do that, then come on, man. It's a bit shitty, in my opinion.
Okay, so the people are pissed because he wants to fight a chick that's 145.
Yeah, because she's trans, she's a woman now, and she's 145.
Look, dude. Okay, so I guess I understand. I don't agree with people that are pissed off about it, but I get what they're saying. That being said, how come they weren't bitching about it when Fallon Fox was beating the shit out of regular chicks? That was fucked up. That was super fucked up, and everyone was like, "Oh well, she's a woman now. Well, she's got a man's fucking body. Get the fuck out of here." That woman with a massive, with incredible frame, was landing massive punches on chicks. Okay, what would you say if LeBron James became a chick and started playing in the WNBA? Oh, it's okay. He's trans now. When he's dunking on chicks, like he's not even hopping. All right, he just floats over them and dunks. What if he like? 100%. What if Candace Parker's under the basket and LeBron James comes up and just totally just, or let's say let's call her Leslie James, comes up and just dunks on her. You know what I mean? Just posterized, like,
you know what I'm gonna say to that?
Teabag type of stuff.
You know what I'm gonna say to that? Women's NBA would be the highest it had ever been in its entire history. On
oh, well, let's be honest. They need it.
Let's be honest. The posterizers, my guy.
yeah. Okay. That being said, all that being said, I just don't see how everyone's was okay with this chick, Fallon Fox doing all that shit, but then they get mad at this dude.
She's fighting to get, hear me out again. She's fighting chicks that are 145. I agree with you with the frame stuff, and you know, I've said previously, you know, I think it's an unfair advantage, and right. I'm with you as far as that's concerned. Okay. But she was fighting chicks that were 145. It weren't like she was like, could you imagine if Chris Cyborg, and I'm not saying she's a dude, but if Chris Cyborg turned around and went, I want to have a go at that flyweight division, but Chris, you weigh too much. I don't care. I'm still going to weigh the same amount of weight, but I'm going to fight the chicks at 125. You'd be like, no. At least she was fighting chicks that were 145. This dude is a big, what is he, 170? He's 185er, isn't he? 185er!
Whatever he is. I just don't understand the outrage. First of all, can we agree that that's not going to happen?
No, but it's the fact that he's a rising star in the UFC and he's calling out a chick who hasn't fought in 4 years.
Right. But can we agree? Do you agree that will never happen? We'll never see Costa against Fallon Fox. You agree with that?
Of course.
Okay. Why are we freaking out? Why are people freaking out about a hypothetical that will never happen?
Because the fact is, though, he's said it. He wants to beat her ass because she used to be a guy, and it's not natural for a guy to go and become a chick.
See, this whole thing's fucked up. I just don't agree with any of it.
Yeah, but you've got to think of it from this perspective. Like, at the end of the day, no matter what, like, whatever job you do in life, you know, whether you work in retail, whether you work in any form of life, whether it be sports, anything, you can't turn around and say, when, especially, you know, let's put some logic into this.
Okay.
You can't turn around and say, no matter what your opinions are, you know, like, I'm just not saying you do, but if you turn around and said, you know what, I'm not that keen on Vietnamese people or Thai people or whatever, you wouldn't turn around when you're at the pinnacle of your sport and you're on the rise and go, I'm going to make these racist comments, because it's not going to do you any, it's not going to do any solace in your career. So why would you just keep your mouth shut? Like,
if we're coming at it from that perspective, I get it. I totally get what you're saying. Like, okay. Did Costa say something stupid? Absolutely, especially in the climate we're in now, right? The political and political correctness, especially, but the climate where we're trying to we're in these waters where we're trying to figure out how you deal with transgender people, because they're brand new to us still. And I know transgender's been around forever, fair enough. But it's still pretty goddamn new to us. We're still trying to figure out what's okay to do and say and whatever. So yeah, is it stupid for him to do? Absolutely. Well, I don't know. It's just I feel like we're missing context, like a lot of it.
All I know is from what I've read and what I've seen him say, he's saying that he wants to whoop her ass because it's not natural. And it's like Conor McGregor, and I know the defense of it, hear me out though, but Conor McGregor referred to Floyd Mayweather as boy, just as a derogatory term, as just, you know, I'm the man, he's the boy, nothing else, no racial context whatsoever. People jumped on that with complete and utter venom. And I understand why, because of obviously the implications behind it as far as some people are concerned. And I understand that and I respect that. Even if that wasn't the case, this guy has turned around and said that, you know, this is not natural and this, that, and the other. And, you know, and I was speaking to somebody on Twitter about this, and I know that Vice did a story about like, you know, like, the most homophobic like countries in the world and stuff like that. And one of the murder capitals for people killing transgender, lesbian and gay, all that is Brazil. Like Brazil is one of the capitals of people who just go missing because they are gay or transgender. And it's like, for Costa to come out and say that, it just doesn't put a good stigma out for him going forward as, you know, a nation, and him representing his country either.
Yeah, look, man, I don't know. It's a different culture, right? I mean, how many times have we heard someone, like, for example, a Brazilian say some crazy shit?
I'm 100% with you. You know, we've heard, you know, Russians say crazy shit, British say crazy shit. We've had everybody say crazy shit, but you still have to address it. You know, we're not going to get into this next bit because obviously that's we can save that for Triggered. But like, it's like no different than when you hear what Donald Trump said about Haiti.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That was mad.
I'd rather have Norwegian people come over here than people from Haiti. Like,
basically, he said I'd rather have white people than black people.
You can't say that shit. Like the same way you can't sit around and say,
fair enough,
I want to win somebody's ass for being, you know, transgender. You know, it's
real quick. And I know it's for Triggered, but speaking of which, I was laughing my ass off about an hour ago. This like rumors or stories breaking that Donald Trump was paying like a porn star to fuck him. Some, like,
I'd say I'm surprised, but guess what?
Yeah. Yeah. That being said, Donald Trump paid a hooker. Eat that, America. I just think it's funny.
I'm not being funny, but like, let's be honest. Like, when you look at rappers and they like pay strippers to be around them and then they bang them, essentially, like, you pay for the same thing.
Yeah.
When you take a girl out to the cinema and you pay for, you know, the popcorn.
Be careful. Be careful. I've said this before and I got mad shit for it.
I'm just saying, my guy. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that the girls are pimping themselves out. I'm saying the guys are paying to try and get the opportunity. Like, that's what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? So
he just paid for the sure thing, so it was a little extra. Anyway, all right, never mind. Moving on.
Yeah. To
wrap this up in a nice little bow, it's a wrong thing to say. Like, there's stuff that you and I joke around about off air. You know what I mean? And we go pretty hard in the paint on these shows, okay? We say some shit where we're just like, ooh, man, I wonder if we go. Like, there's times where I say something and I'm like, shit, did I go too far? Guess we'll find out. But, you know, there's stuff off air we say and it's just you know, sort of fucked up. That's where you leave that shit. In your circle of friends who you understand and know you have a sense of humor. He might have just been fucking around. He might not have been serious at all, right?
Yeah, it looks pretty serious in the video.
But no one gives a fuck how it sounds like. There's no context. You know what I mean?
It's a sad thing. I just kind of wish that, like, people. Goes back to when we were talking about in MMA. You need to have social media training. For sure. You can't have people like, you know, upcoming stars like Costa saying homophobic and transphobic things. You just can't. Right. It's just you can't do it. I'm very high in him as a fighter. I potentially see him. I think I picked him for my breakout fighter of this year. On the last episode where we did all the predictions for this year coming. I could see him being a champ by the end of this year, all things being well. So I just hope that somebody sits him down and has a conversation with him, because if you're Dana White, you know, he's not a bad looking guy, fucking unit, he's knocking folk out. You kind of hope that this is just one of those things where it's kind of been lost in translation, but it didn't look like it from the video and everything like I saw. But I'm going to keep with the controversy because, god damn it, it's so much fun. All right. Did you listen to Tyron Woodley's interview on the Joe Rogan Experience?
I watched the entire thing.
Same. So I'm very glad that you've watched it all, because we can talk about some of the things on there. I want to get your thoughts first on not specifically sections in it, but how did you feel the interview overall went, and what was your kind of takeaways as far as like Tyron Woodley as a person?
Well, first of all, Tyron Woodley is a very intelligent human being. Like, I learned a lot about how he approaches the game mentally. You know what I mean? He's way smarter than anyone actually perceived. I mean, he gave you a little bit of a taste of how smart he really is, right? By the way he breaks things down and everything. Fair enough. Yeah. That being said, he came out sounding super salty about how the UFC treats him and how the fans think of him. And the whole time, Rogan's like, well, it bothers you, right? He's like, no, it doesn't bother me. And Rogan's calling him out like, well, dude, yes, it does. Like, the way you're talking, it bothers you. Like, people think you're this and that. Excuse me, this and that. But I think my favorite part was when he called Colby Covington, what do you call him? Coward Queefington. That was so good. I got a good laugh out of that.
See, for me, I couldn't agree with you more. The major takeaway for me is he is one of the most intelligent guys out there. And what was really the only thing that annoyed me is he kept on trying to like say to Joe Rogan like, "Oh, you're trying to make it sound like I'm angry," and it's like, no, dude, you're doing that. You're making yourself sound angry.
You sound upset.
You sound bitter. And do I think that it's undeserved that he feels bitter? No, I think it is. I think he has a right to be bitter because he's kind of got points. I don't agree with his claims to be like the if he beats George St. Pierre is the greatest ever welterweight. Because I look at a lot of the people who he beat, it's like, who did you beat to be considered the greatest of all time? Like, I would never even throw like the name Conor McGregor in the greatest of all time, like the one, because you can't say that about everybody he's beaten. You just can't. Whereas like, and as much as I hate George St. Pierre, and I think, in my honest opinion, is an amazing martial artist, but I think he was, in my opinion, just a boring fighter. He was fighting not to lose rather than fighting to win a lot of the times. It was kind of lay and pray, as they call it now. He'd have been booed out of the house if it was, if he fought in this generation of fighters. But with that same thing said, I see where Tyron Woodley is, because at the end of the day, when people start talking about other fights over his, and he's the champ, you're going to get salty, man. Like, at the end of the day, he wants his money fight, and has he earned it? Maybe not with people's thoughts on his performances over the last couple, but you have to take into account how often he has fought, and he hasn't ducked anyone. It's not like he turned around and went, well, I could have ducked a Wonder Boy, and he could have. Could have ducked Wonder Boy. He could have ducked Maya, because you know what I mean. Like, that wasn't a draw fight for him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every time he's turned up and he's shown up.
Look, man, with Tyron Woodley, I like, people don't like. I like him as a fighter. I really do. When he fights the way he did when he came up, when he knocked out Robbie Lawler, what he's done is change his game into a very cerebral type of game, where he thinks a lot more than he just goes out there and, I'm just going to throw his right hand. You know what I mean? But you're right. If anything, he showed that he really cares what people think of him, which is way contrary to what he says. He always says, like, oh, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what they get about, don't think about me. But he's got details of what people think of him. Exactly. Details. When's the last time you heard Conor McGregor tell you what people think of him? You don't know. He don't give a fuck. When's the last time? I know DC's a bad example. When's the last time you heard that? DC gives a major fuck. DC might be when you talk about like certain personalities, like you were just saying, like you look at say like Conor, they don't give a fuck. Don't care what anybody says about me. DJ don't give a fuck. He's the greatest. DJ is the greatest of all time as far as it's concerned right now. But then you look at say like John Jones, I kind of think he lets it fester. I think DC cares like he's like one of those he's like the bastard stepchild. Like he wants that approval so badly. And then I think you have Woodley, who's the actual bitter one, who's like, I am great. Show you how great I am. Yeah. Joe Rogan's like, you're the best, Tyron. You're the greatest. Yes, you're the best. He should just hire people around him to say that shit to him all the time. He'll feel better. But it was DC, really shit, though. It was really shit. DC comes off like if he knocks out Volkan or somehow beats Volkan at 220, whatever. Yeah, 220 is this co-main event this next weekend. If he knocks out Volkan or something like that, and people cheer, he's gonna grab the microphone and be like, "You like me? You really like me?" and really mean it. That's DC. With Tyron Woodley, he's bitter because he believes he's done enough to be, like loved by everybody, right? I do feel sorry for him in that context, though. That first Wonder Boy fight was that was fire. Yeah, he should have. Look, my opinion, he should be respected as a champion. He is for the most part. But the way he conducts himself with fans has soured them to him to the point where they don't respect him, or they seem to not respect him. And now you got fighters like Colby Covington and RDA and all these motherfuckers talking mad shit about Tyron Woodley, right? By the way, this interview he did with Rogan is not going to help that whatsoever. He just made it way worse because now they know Now Covington knows he's like balls deep in like in Tyron Woodley's like ear. You know what I mean? RDA is gonna start talking more shit now. Now that he's, someone's gonna get back to me like, "Oh, dude, Tyron Woodley is a little bit of bitch. You need to fucking just start talking mad shit. It's gonna get to him." So, as far as this interview, man, it was a good interview. I mean, you learned a lot. I learned a lot about Tyron Woodley.
It was a great interview. I love these fight interviews with Joe Rogan and fighters. I love them. I love getting the insight. Like DJ.
I just wish it were on Mondays at the exact same time as this other douchebag show, because I love seeing. No, I just like seeing like start it like 30 minutes after his show starts, just so I can watch the counters. You know what I mean? Like the views just change. I enjoy that when there's a Rogan Monday show, because I laugh because it tells you exactly like it's I don't know. It just I don't like that other dude. But anyway, regardless.
With that something said,
yeah,
Joe Rogan. I'm gonna miss this because you know what, right?
It's so hard to say goodbye.
Man, I had a tear in my eye when I saw that Jimmy Smith had been signed, because I was like, shit, Joe Rogan's leaving.
He's out. He saw it Sunday. He's like, yes, I can leave guilt-free.
I don't even think that was as soon as I think that's obviously it's been in the works for a while, like the whole
for sure
Smith coming through, Jimmy Smith, but. For me, I personally feel like Joe Rogan's already been orchestrating and saying, look, I'm on about leaving. If you can get that Jimmy cat, I think he's a good call. I think you should definitely get him. And then having him on the show, like after he'd been released, it's like, for me, I felt that was an endorsement.
Well, not only endorsement, but you tell me what you thought. Did you not see a little bit of relief from Joe Rogan? Like a little bit of, it's almost over? Because I did. I thought for sure he seemed a little more like he's got a little more of a pep in his step than he normally does. I'm not saying that the job like bummers him out, but I think he likes the fact that he's going to be able to have more time to do more shit.
I think what's going to be a relief for him is he can have honest conversations.
Exactly. Like we're going to get to hear some of the background shit that he, like not all of it, but a good amount of the background shit that he wasn't allowed to talk about. I think. Well,
not even just that, but like Tyron Woodley said in that last interview on the last Joe Rogan experience, he turned around and said, "Who's your favorite fighter?" And he went, "I don't have a favorite fighter." Well, guess what, motherfuckers? Soon as that fucking August contract runs out, guess what? He's going to tell all your motherfuckers who his favorite fighter is. He's going to tell you his favorite fight. He's going to tell you fighters he don't like. He's going to say whatever he wants because there's no repercussion.
He's going to tell you how many of the fighters got in Ariana's pants. He's going to tell you all this crazy shit. I was one of them. I'm just going to say. I'm just kidding. I wasn't. I wish I was. Anyway, but regardless, like, yeah, he's going to be gone. It's going to be cool. I just want one event. Just one. Hopefully like a couple, but
it'll probably be the last ever event with Joe Rogan and him.
Exactly. I want Anik, Rogan, and Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like on the UFC 220, whatever the fuck, in July.
I just hope that I've listened to him a few times on Bellator and I don't mind him. I'm not like a big fan of his. Like I'm not going to pretend to be. There's a lot of people who are pretending as if we just signed the Messiah. Like, come on. Like he's a good commentator. Do you know what I mean? I just hope that he doesn't fall under the bright lights because all he needs is one bad show. Because I've heard, and I know people harp on this, but like I heard Tom Grisham do countless Glory events, and I really enjoyed his commentary on Glory events. And then he had a few sketchy moments on the first couple events that he did for the UFC. We ain't seen him since.
Yeah, look, here's the thing. What I'll say about Jimmy Smith is that Jimmy Smith used to have that show where he went around like the world and trained different martial arts, right? So I don't think he's gonna be freezing up on a broadcast. I don't think that it's like the bright lights are too much for him. That's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen, bro. Listen, hear me out. If it didn't do anything to DC, if it didn't do anything to guys like that, he'll be fine. Jimmy Smith used to be a fighter. He's gonna be fine. Bellator, it's not the same shit, but it's the same shit.
Bro,
it's the same game.
Bruh, that's like saying if you play college basketball and then you play like in front of like 1,000 people and then you play in front of 20,000 at the Staples Center, you ain't gonna be sure.
He's not fucking playing for the Lakers here. He's not Lonzo Ball from UCLA to the Lakers.
I'm just saying that you can't turn around and say that it's there's no way that he's going to be like in awe of what might be in front of him. Like you don't.
My guy, we're not. No, listen. He's not competing. We're talking about a commentator.
Yeah, but we've seen people stumble when they talk on commentary. We've seen Brian Stan do it in his first couple of times. We saw
no. Listen,
commentating for his entire career.
Todd Grisham's been following He's been following scripts his whole life. What are you talking about?
What are we talking about? He's literally been.
Jimmy's not following the script.
For the past 6 years, 10 years.
Yeah, but nobody's watching that shit.
Bruh, get the fuck. Nobody's watching Bellator. What are we talking about?
Yes, they fucking are. Stop playing. Anyway. Plus, he's got the Joe Rogan endorsement, okay? He's not fucking fighting in there. He's doing the same shit job he was doing at Bellator.
It doesn't matter if you're fighting. You still get nerves, my guy. Like,
dude, Rogan probably still gets nerves once in a while. It doesn't matter. He's going to be fine. Look, you can't compare. No. You can't compare Jimmy Smith to Todd Grisham. Todd Grisham is a dork.
Oh, here we go.
No. He's just a dork. I'm not gonna go back on his pro wrestling shit. But he was right. But when he was
forget the pro wrestling
guy.
He worked for Glory.
And he wasn't that great there either.
Get the fuck out of here. That's bullshit.
You telling me Todd Grisham was good on Glory? Are you telling me that right now?
Glory. He was like.
He was not. He was so not.
Bro.
I preferred. Who was that? Wasn't Luke Thomas on that shit for a while?
Briefly.
He was way better,
bro.
Like by a lot.
You're on his dick.
No. I just don't like. Look, 100% disclosure. I can't stand Todd Grisham. So
I understand where you're coming from. I'm not saying that he will do it. I'm saying he could do it. That's all I'm saying.
I doubt it. But yeah, I mean, shit. Santa Claus could be real. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. Anyway, all right. Let's just move on from this before we talk about commentator. It's like Allen Iverson. Practice. We talk about practice. We're talking about commentator, Ash. Are we talking about commentator? Fuck.
Yeah, because it's important. We're talking about Joe Rogan.
For sure.
Who's going to take the throne? Like, because let's be honest, everybody kept on like harping on about Mike Goldberg when he left, and it's like, let's be honest, everybody thought he was shit when he was in the UFC.
By the way,
completely honest.
By the way, powerful people full of shit. Fucking Mike Goldberg gets let go. Everyone's like, oh, hashtag justice for Goldberg. And then what was the one before that? There was two of them. The cut man. Stitch gets not banned or fired because he never worked, but they were like, yeah, we're not gonna deal with you because of Reebok. And everyone's like, oh, hashtag justice for Stitch. And then before that, what's his name? The guy used to do, we're rolling, yeah, that guy. Remember him? Exactly. You know who else remembers him? Nobody. All right, because he wasn't important. He was nice piece to the puzzle. He should have stuck around. It would have been awesome to keep him on there. Okay, but everyone was full of shit, and they got, I'm fucking boycotting UFC, bro. I'm not fucking watching this shit no more because they got rid of that guy that does that we're rolling thing. It's fucked up. Meanwhile, that guy's pretty fucking cool, by the way. That's a cool motherfucker.
I'm just saying this. I hope that he does well. I do. I truly hope he does well. I always worry when name stays and big names leave because people always go back and compare. They'll always turn around and go like, and until you get that right fit, that's the problem. I just don't let people neglect how important commentators are during a fight. They really do, in my opinion. I think the difference between how hyped a commentator can make you feel, along with explaining what's going on, if you're not an educated fan, and sometimes you don't even need to be like educating them when you're talking. Sometimes just being hyped when certain things happen, doing that ups and downs during a fight, can sell you more on a fight. But that's just my opinion.
I don't know. We'll see, man. He's gonna be fine. All right. Let's just move on from the commentator shit. By the way, did you see that tweet I sent you on DM?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Isn't that awesome? Isn't that the fucking greatest right there? Little bitch crying. Okay, so if you guys can't see it, but it's obviously on some triggered shit, but still, it's fucking great, and I had to share it. All right, this dude on Twitter is like, bro. So it's NBA 2K, you can do my career, and you can get your player up on rating, right? So he goes, bro, on 2K, my guy was over 90 or 90 overall. I put money into the year membership MVC. Okay, so what? The N-word slips out on occasion, and I call people dumbass fucktards. I didn't know me getting banned would happen. What if I apologize to those dumbass fucktards? And then he goes, ask PlayStation. So what? The N-word slips out occasionally? What, my dude? Like, did you really let that go? Come on,
You know
dog.
thing? The guy ain't even black. Like I could.
No, he's not. He's probably Latino.
No, he looks Latino. Yeah. By the way, excuse me, sir. If you're gonna have a profile picture with your missus, can you both not have dummies in your mouth? Come on.
I put something in her mouth. She's a good looking chick.
Yeah, but you won't put a dummy in, and you won't put
No.
one in yours, would you?
No. That being said, I put it in his girl. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying. Look into it.
I'm just saying. Look in the mouth.
Look in the mouth. Look in the
mouth, bro. You'll see it. You'll see it. All right. Right. Let's talk about UFC St. Louis.
Okay.
Let's do it. We'll just do fights that like we're actually excited for. I'm just pulling up the car real quick, guys.
Hold up.
Yo, I'm so happy that this is on the Monday morning.
Yeah, real quick. So I just looked at the number of that he got for the banning. It says this PSN account has been banned. So he has to get a new account. So that's what you get, dude, for throwing out the N-word occasionally like that, you little bitch. All right. Yeah, Monday morning for you, Sunday for me. I'm all with it.
Oh,
I'm good with it.
So good.
I'm good with that. I'm cool with that.
There's
Saturday I can do some shit.
I'm mad because obviously it's going to be on the Monday morning. A lot of people go to work because I don't work Mondays, my guy.
Yeah. No, the shit part for me is like, well, I don't even drink, dude. So it's not like I'm gonna get destroyed during the event. Plus, I gotta live tweet that shit for @CageSidePress. Follow that shit, bitches, on Sunday for your play-by-play, motherfuckers. I'll shout that out later again. But no, it's cool. I like the Sunday cards, man. They're cool. But this one's out of St. Louis, Missouri, and I like how everyone's like, Tyron Woodley's not showing up. Well, he's a champion. He's not gonna fight on anything but pay-per-view. That being said, why is Michael Johnson, who's from St. Louis, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, why is he in the fucking prelims?
He's the main event.
Throw him on the co-main. Wait, who's the main event?
Against Darren Elkins.
Am I getting the card wrong? What the fuck's going on? Hang on a second. Let me pull up the card.
He's the main event of the prelims. Darren Elkins versus Michael Johnson.
Okay, come on. The guy's from there. Give this motherfucker a spot on the main card.
How do you think they're going to get asses in seats earlier on?
No one gives a fuck. Hey, look, man. Everyone pays their tickets. They're fine. You can always just like vote like CGI some motherfuckers in there, or just what you should do? Get Eddie Alvarez's lady to be in the front row screaming her ass off.
Oh shit!
Okay? Don't mute. You know what's funny? Whenever he fights, I mute the TV during this fight.
I do it when Tyron Woodley fights because isn't his sister who starts shouting?
Oh yeah, Woodley's sister streams too. It's weird.
She's fucking annoying as shit.
Dude, you can take out Paige Van Zandt and Rose Clark and throw in Elkins Johnson right there. Fuck all that.
Yo, how fucked up is it for her?
Yeah, they killed her cat. They killed her fucking cat, dude.
Fuck,
that's fucked up.
You move to Vegas so that you can make shit better, and it's just like.
And Jessica Rose Clark is so damn cute, and I'm not mad at it at all. At all. She's a good-looking girl. But that's
hold
fucked
on,
up what they did to her.
Right. Let's just go from that main event of that prelim, and we'll work.
Oh, you want to talk about how fine she is? I mean, she looks really good. There's some pictures on her fucking Twitter where she's like, God damn. And then like they throw Paige Van Zandt in there. Like, why y'all gotta try to show up my girl, man? Don't show up my girl, Jesse. Come on now.
Darren Elkins and Michael Johnson.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
We'll get to the ladies later, I assure you. All
right. Yeah.
Right. Elkins and Johnson. So Elkins is getting slept, yeah?
I don't know. That guy's a fucking zombie.
Did he get killed in his last fight, bro? He got killed in his last fight.
For the first time ever. Otherwise, Darren Elkins, you can't kill the son of a bitch. You can't put him down. He just stands up with that lame-ass tattoo on his chest. It's like, the damage. Let's do this shit. And he starts throwing fucking hands. Here's the thing, though. Michael Johnson is coming down for the first time at 145. That's a huge deal. Don't fucking overlook that shit. That 10 pounds is a massive, massive deal for any fighter cutting weight. But does the power translate? We'll see. Will his cardio be shot? Probably. It's just gonna be. It's gonna be interesting to see how much I hate to say damage Elkins can take now. You know what I mean?
I'm saying Michael Johnson's going to be a bigger guy when he rehydrates. He's going to fucking, if he hits with one of those overhands like he caught Dustin Poirier, get the fuck out of it. Darren Elkins is done.
Oh, man, I think Elkins, every time I pick against Elkins, I fucking end up looking like shit, so. Johnson,
first round KO.
I'm taking Darren Elkins in a hard fight decision.
God damn.
Hey, you're gonna be right. Watch. By the way, real quick, I just saw this on Twitter like 2 seconds ago. Breaking news: Paige's in-ring career with WWE is reportedly over.
Apparently,
it's
a knock.
The only detail I've gotten is that she has the same injury as Edge, which is the only reason I'm bringing it up. He had a broken fucking neck.
Yeah, she got kicked in the back of the neck when competing. So it's probably something spinal. So it's not looking good. She's only like 23 though, or like 24.
Oh, and she's crazy too.
She's so popular as well, so it sucks.
And she's crazy. That's the best kind of crazy chick. Oh, smoking hot crazy bitch.
Wrestled with her brothers, just saying.
Shit, I want to wrestle with her. Fuck.
Facts.
I mean, not anymore, but unfortunately, I don't want to hurt her.
She's not in a wheelchair, my guy.
What's that?
She's not in a wheelchair. Like she can walk.
I know,
and talk.
But I just feel bad. I guess I don't know. Anyway, all right.
Eddie over here acting like he's gonna fucking break her in that.
Hey, you don't know how I fuck. No, just kidding. Bro, I do squats, bro. I do squats and deadlifts, bro. You don't know. I got some power in these hips.
Oh, the CrossFit.
I got power in these. I got power in these hips, bro. You don't know.
Right. Fucking Eddie with the twister. Kamaru Usman against Emil Meek.
This is a bad motherfucking fight. Bad motherfucking fight. This is a great fight to start the card off with. As long as the next two fights can hold their fucking shit together, we're looking at a fucking sick ass free, like, well, quote unquote free main card. Kamaru Usman. Who else is who's on a better tear than Usman, by the way? Like in that division.
Darren Till.
Okay. Yeah, all right, there you go. All right, so we're looking at a possibility that those two match up at some point too, by the way, which would be sick as fuck. Not before one of them fights for the title, hopefully. I want one of them to fight for the title and then they fight or something like that. Just because I want to see two young guys go at Tyron Woodley. But regardless, that dude looks fucking sick. That being said, Emil Meek is no bitch. Like, he is a bad dude too. So this is a sick fight to start with. I like my boy Usman though.
I do.
He brings a devastation like a motherfucker. I want to see this kid just whoop ass. But if Meek wins, I won't be upset. I really won't.
I'm gonna go with Meek, right? Hear me out. I'm gonna go by Meek by second round TKO, right? Hear me out. The reason why I think both of these guys are devastating, and if I were going with like my actual head, I'd just say Usman because he's a behemoth. I'm going Meek just because Usman keeps on talking about every other fight at the top end and not focusing on people that he's either fighting against or around. And part of me just wonders if his head's too far already looking into the future rather than focusing on what's in front of him. And if he doesn't take Meek seriously, that's where I think that he can get caught slipping.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, and Emil Meek, both guys are pretty heavy-handed. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, 100%.
But Usman's got like a pretty slick wrestling and ground game. So it's I mean, I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen. I think Usman's such a bad motherfucker. He'll keep it on the feet.
Yeah.
And just fuck it. Let's just swing out, bro. Figure this out. We'll figure this out on the feet. And yeah. And then like Emil Meek, you know, I'm just happy. I'm just glad he got a fight because he had that problem with the fucking beast and all that shit. So luckily that got figured out.
Right. I'm well, I'm just looking in the comments. Gun Death Punch Face, Emil Meek all day, and Prayer Rose. I want Meek to win, then Till will take over. So.
Oh shit! Everyone showed up. What up? Gun Death, Prayer Rose. What's good? Oh, she has some comments about Fallon Fox. Hold on a second. All right, so she says, oh, she agrees with you. Never mind. We don't have to read it. Just kidding. MMA has an audience and may already be put off by trans women. So him saying that is sending a tone that promotes or permits that violence, and that's not okay. Very true. Fallon having an athletic advantage over other 140 women is not the same as targeting a much smaller woman by a massive man because of bigotry. True enough. That said, I'm sure he's very religious, which is a huge factor, by the way. But he may also have a small penis. Okay, I'm done. Gosh, she got savage at the end. Jesus. Costa, you ain't getting no respect from this lady. This girl right here.
Right. Paige Van, be careful what you say now. You just got on the political high horse.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna chill.
We've got Paige Van Zandt, Jessica Rose Clark. Jessica Rose Clark even by fucking head kick. I'm going out.
Paige Van Zandt ain't gonna sniff a win here. Fuck no. I mean, come on. And again, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Jess is like, she's not focused, bro. She's got her place broken into, and her cat's dead." True enough. That would piss me off so badly. I would take it out on Paige Van Zandt like she owed me money. Like I would just I would just say, you know what, Paige, you're the one that did it. You and your people. I'm gonna fuck you up for it.
Days, could you imagine? Yo, Paige is part of the mafia and she's fucking knocking off cats.
Yeah. And if you hang out with Paige Van Zandt, fuck you too. If you're part of a crew, fuck you too. Just go off on some Tupac shit. It'd be great.
I hope Jessica Rose Clark wins.
Yeah, me too.
I don't care what anybody says. I'll openly admit I'm so anti-Paige. It's not because she's good looking. You know the genuine reason? I think she's so overrated. So overrated.
I mean, you get the push of the UFC, the way the UFC did it, and the way they did it was so obvious because of her looks, not because of her skill. You know what I mean? Like they capitalized on that fight against oh wow, that beautiful girl from Hawaii. What's her name? Shit. Her first fight. Remember Paige Van Zandt's first fight? Kaylin Curran.
Yes.
Yeah, Kaylin Curran. They capitalized on the fact that Paige Van Zandt was like, oh, she pushes the pace, and she's a grinder. She won the fight and all that stuff. It's just like, dude, but she didn't show anything in that fight other than being tough. And that's no longer like a skill in the UFC. Does that make sense? Like back in the day, you could just be a tough motherfucker and still win. Now you actually have some skill behind that toughness, right? And I'm not convinced she has any skill. Like, at least not to be in the, like, let's say, like in the top 15 or top 10.
I think that every time she fights against anybody that's like that top tier or even slightly competent, I think that she just absolutely gets battered as Paige every time. And I think the more they keep trying to find a way to get her to the promised land. And trust me when I tell you this, even if they'd have given Paige Van Zandt that fucking title shot that she said she'd already had in the back. Imagine if she'd have had that title shot, the next one, say against the lady.
Oh, Rose would fuck her world.
No, I'm just saying. Imagine if Joanna was like, "Oh, Paige, you're the champ here." Whoa, okay, 125, yeah. Come on. Oh, Valentina Shevchenko was like, "I see you. You hold my belt. I come to kill you now." Like, all right, then. Paige's dead.
It'd be over. Real quick, Bria Rose saying, I think Paige may win, to be honest. If you could just tell us why, it'd be great. And as far as we'll make Jeremiah, my boy Jeremiah, at the Hardcore MMA show, he's going to have a Meek after his fight with Usman. So, especially if he wins, keep an eye out for that interview. And, And then Priya Rose, she said she is overrated because she doesn't have the skill, but she could pick that up with individual attention. Look, true, and again, I just think the UFC pushed her look so hard, and they were shoving her down everybody's throat, and that's turned off a lot of fans that are actual fight fans, right? So I don't know, I'm not impressed by by her skill whatsoever. I mean, I think Rose messed her up, right, and then Watterson messed her up. I'm right on that, right?
Yeah,
she got beat by an atom weight. If you want to just get down to the basics of it, right, to the very, very base of it. And both those girls are immensely more talented than Paige Van Zandt. So, look, would I move to Oregon, help out Paige Van Zandt? We'll find out. If she wins and she shows some actual skill, hey, all credit to her.
I'm just saying, if eating ass makes her a champion, then credit to her.
You gotta tell them to wash it out first, chick. What the fuck was you doing,
Mr. Miyagi? It just.
God, dude, fucking Derek Lewis is just a bad motherfucker with the memes and the jokes. All right, that dude's funny as shit.
The next fight, Uriah Hall. What was your decision for that? What was your choice for that? Because I'm going by Clark by decision.
I'm going Clark. Oh man, Paige Van Zandt is tough as shit. I'm gonna go Clark. I will say TKO in the third round, like late third round. I think she's gonna she'll be able to like land enough shots. And again, Paige Van Zandt could just try to like take her down and grind her out. I don't think it's gonna help her against Jess, but you never know. So yeah, I'm taking Jess by TKO third round.
Uriah Hall, Vitor. This is the last fight for the Phenom. I saw a lot. I'm gonna sound so bitter here, but a lot of people turned around and were giving it all the big thing of like, oh, a legend is ending his career after fighting for 20 years and all this kind of other bullshit. I'm gonna say this. Hey, yo, that guy was on all the steroids in the world.
Yeah, and he should be.
And he should have been world champion for years. He weren't. Come
Yeah,
on.
he was he heavyweight or light heavyweight champion?
He was light heavyweight, wasn't he?
Light heavyweight. So at least he was a champion one time, right? But here's the thing. I saw that the article the other day that was like Vitor said, I'm not retiring, and unless I'm gonna leave the UFC unless they pay me 10 million to stick around, something like that. No. He said I'm gonna retire if they don't pay me like 10 million or more. And that's when they're going. It was a nice career there, Vitor. Appreciate everything you did. Have a good one. You're not getting paid 10 million, my guy. Like, I mean, I think, look, just fucking, have your fight, leave the UFC and head off to Ryzen. Have a good time.
Man, could you imagine him versus Krokop? Because I'm just saying that fucking Vitor could get that big.
Yeah. Oh, hey, they're talking about Paige. Yeah, they're talking about Paige Van Zandt. By the way, Vitor should be allowed to have all the steroids and Ryzen. And they're gonna ask him to too. By the way, Priya Rose says it's funny because look at her talking about Paige. Look at her ability on Dancing with the Stars. She can use that rhythm and movement to employ fundamentals and striking. And I wasn't around for the head shaving thing. That's beyond fucked up. If you guys don't know, Paige Van Zandt pledged to shave her head. What was it? If she
She said she was going to shave her head and donate money to cancer research or cancer.
Right, and then donate her hair. And then donate her hair to make a wig or something out of it. She never did it. Ever.
She donated I think some of her fight purse after she fought her first fight, I believe.
Yeah, so that'll teach you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna be on the record or something, don't fucking promise shit you're not gonna follow through with. Anyway, so yeah, anyway,
Thug Rose and shave your head just because, bitch.
Yeah, it got in my way. She said it got in my way. I guess literally what she said. It got my way. My hair got in my way, so I shaved it. All right, cool. Gosh, she looks so good with it though. I hope she grows it back one day. Anyway, yeah, and just for Pat's sake, but I like she's pretty. Anyway, talk about Uriah Hall, Vitor Belfort. It's interesting to hear some people pick Vitor. I don't buy it whatsoever, unless the Uriah Hall that's scared of hurting people shows up, which I think that guy's gone. I think he's all about fucking people up now. So I don't know. Uriah Hall's probably gonna TKO the shit out of Vitor. We'll get one good flurry out of Vitor, and then Hall's gonna fuck him up. I
know how Vitor can win this fight.
I got you, boy. I got you. I'm gonna beat you to it. All right. He's gonna call his boys. They're gonna raid the fucking locker room, beat the fuck out of Uriah Hall right before the fight. No. Uriah Hall's gonna come out concussed already, and he's gonna hit him one time, drop him.
No.
What?
Look, if it's your last ever fight and you're retiring, right?
Oh yeah, fuck it.
Get juiced up to the gills. I want to see traps on traps on traps. I want him to look like he's been made out of like fucking a balloon animal.
His finger's gonna have muscles
everywhere, juiced up to the gills. And then when you started like, oh, Vitor got popped like the day after, and everybody's like, of course he did.
And Vitor will be like, he'll put on the sunglasses, Thug Life, smoke a joint, and drive away playing Fuck the Police. Right, that's what's gonna happen.
Vitor by PED.
I'm going Uriah Hall by like spinning head kick in the first round. I'm gonna spin spinning head kicks, bro.
I'm just going by Vitor by PED, and he's going to get popped the day after. Not even he's literally going to do the piss test after he fights, and he's just going to burst into flames in the glass.
And then Ryzen will send Dana White and the Golden Snitch a thank you letter.
Oh,
thank you for Vitor. We're gonna let him juice over here.
No, I'm with you with the Uriah Hall TKO though. I'm going to go with the second round. I think he lights him up like a Christmas tree. Jeremy Stevens, Little Heathen against Duho Choi.
Motherfuckers. So many people picking Jeremy Stevens. I don't agree. Everyone's just like, Duho Choi blocks punches with his face. Yeah, okay, fine. So does Jeremy Stevens. Like, by the way, how shitty is it that we're going to lose this guy for like 3 years? 3 years?
3 years.
3 years. We're going to lose him in 3 years for mandatory military service in South Korea, which sucks. But we also lost who's the other guy? Chang Sung Young.
Yeah.
We lost him for like 2 years. Not the Korean zombie.
Oh, you on about Kim Jong Un? No, not Kim Jong Un. That's the fucking the Northern fucking dude. Wow, I'm all fucked up right now. Yeah, I know who you mean.
Yeah. So
what's his name now? It was the guy who Woodley fought against.
Not Dong Hyun Kim. No, someone else. It was Chang Sung Young. I think was the one that was gone. Or whatever. All right, doesn't matter. Regardless. All right. I don't want to lose Korean Super Bowl. That sucks. But whatever. But look, Duho Choi, everyone, and I wondered for a little bit, like maybe he lost a little bit of something when he fought Cub Swanson. But I think he's gonna come in here and starch Jeremy Stevens and be like, all right, bitches, catch you guys in a couple of years. fourth round knockout.
God, I've gone back and forth so many times with this fight, and I don't know. Because I like that Stevenson's pressure. He goes forward. He works the body. He works the head. He doesn't mind throwing uppercuts down the middle as well. Well, through the middle.
Punches in his life. He had mad concussions. He blocks with his face as well.
Got fucking battered last time we fought, though. So it's like, how much is that going to hold? Like, is he going to be more reserved? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is like, we don't know what we're going to see because this is the first time we've ever seen this, kind of scenario with Doo Ho Choi. I'm gonna go Doo Ho Choi, and I'm gonna go
decision. I can see it in your face.
You can see it in my eyes. I'm gonna go with
By the way,
on TKO. Third round TKO.
There you go. By the way, once we're done with the show, make sure you watch it and speed out. Like fast forward to this spot. It looks like it's just your face. Like it's so dark in that room, we could only see your face. Yeah. Because you had the hoodie on or whatever.
Yeah, powerful hoodie dash.
Yeah. So you had it right there. So I always thought it was your face. It was kind of creepy for like a second. No joke.
Well, like a levitating. Does that look better?
Yeah.
The neck.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm just saying. Like, I thought it was funny. Just make sure you watch it because it's actually pretty funny. Let's see. Gundes says I'm actually taking Stevens in this one. Shrug emoji. And then Rose says Gundes, I think it's Stevens by KO or Super Bowl by decision. I thought Stevens, but it's all based on if he gets leg kicks. True. And the thing is, Stevens has a major experience advantage. We thought, remember against Bermudez was lighting his ass up, and then Stevens took that fucking like fuck it last last chance, like flying knee and drops Bermudez like fucking sack of potatoes. It was over. He could do it.
The timing of those leg kicks could be pivotal, though, because don't forget, whenever you throw a kick, especially a leg kick, you're always susceptible to the cross, and that is Doo Ho Choi's biggest weapon.
Yeah.
In the straight. So if that cross comes through when he tries to throw that leg kick, it could be very, very pivotal moment in the fight. So.
Yeah.
It could go either way with that, but we saw with a lot of people now they're doing that really low leg kick to the calf and and I don't know. It kind of depends if that's the kind of thing that stiffens him up, maybe. But again, one time Doo Ho Choi hits you with that motherfucking hand and
could put you out. Powerful Jesse in the comments. What up, dude? He said, "Yo, gentlemen, love the pics. Appreciate it." So Doo Ho Choi, man, Superboy, gonna pull it off and then ride off for a couple of years, 3 years, whatever it is.
I just can't wait to just see this card. Like, I'm so happy that it's going into Monday because I can actually just sleep through it and just enjoy. Yeah. Like, I can just watch all of it and it's all good.
There you go.
With that thing said, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you all coming through. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure to leave a like as well for any shares and all that good stuff. We appreciate everybody.
Send nudes. Send all the girl nudes only.
Yeah, I was gonna say like gun death punches over there.
Yeah, I had to correct myself real quick because I know Gun's watching this shit.
Yeah, you're gonna get some powerful dick pics. With that same thing said, shout out to our sponsors, Receptra, CBD oils, topicals, body butters, all that good stuff. Make sure you get your body healed up right with receptionaturals.com, or if you are in Europe, that's receptionglobal.com. So United States, receptionnatural.com. What the fuck is good? What is?
Sorry, go ahead. Gundes goes nudes incoming. No.
Send
them to Ash at Ash Lamprey on Twitter.
At Elord31. Actually, send them to anyway, I'm
yes.
Yo, so shout out to Receptra.
Yeah, he might like that. He might like that shit.
Use the Heel Hulk for 10% off on Receptra. bainstore.com, BAIN store.com. Use the code with the Heel Hook for all your jiu-jitsu athletic needs. So if you need spats, hoodies, rash guards, even if you want a nice little mug, a little bit of artwork, it's all jiu-jitsu inspired, so it's beautiful artwork. So make sure you check out bainstore.com, use the code with the Heel Hook for 10% off. Eddie, where can they find you at?
Find me on Twitter at Elaw30. Oh no, at Ash Lamprey for nudes, and at Elaw31 on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram at Keyboard Warriors MMA. Of course, the podcast is at keyboardwarriorsmma.com. Shout out to Fred and my boy Jesse in the comments, of course. And what else we got going on? Yeah, we just put out. Oh, I got another video coming out. Believe I'm gonna be able to put this out tomorrow, which would be awesome if I could. Top 10 fights that people want to see in 2018. So talked to a few people, got a few picks here and there. So I'll put this out tomorrow, and we'll see how who agrees and who disagrees. So it'll be pretty interesting. Yeah.
What was the thing you was going to be live tweeting for on Sunday as well?
Oh yeah, Cage Side at Cage Side Press. I'll be live tweeting from there for sure the main event, the main card, if not the entire card, depending on when I get home from that day. But yeah, we did live tweeting. So if you want to shoot the shit during the event, because it's Sunday, yeah, just jump on Twitter and shoot the shit at Cage Side Press.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, you can find me at Ashley Lamprey on Twitter. You can find me also at Ashley Lamprey on Instagram, just Ash Official on Snapchat. Also, you'll be able to find this episode if you missed any of it on this channel. Oh, fucking Jesse with the fat new Mexican pictures is so awesome, right? God damn. Jesus Christ.
Here's the thing. Here's the fucked up part. Like, never mind.
Yo, with the quickness, make sure that you subscribe to us on iTunes and on SoundCloud. If you're on Android, you'll be able to find this on the audio. So if you want to hear this when you're kicking it and you're going to wherever you need to go to, or if you're at the gym, work, whatever, have a good time. Again, always thank you guys so much for obviously all your love and support coming in, hitting us in the chat, and also all the support subscribing as well, because obviously we're trying to get to that 100 mark for the custom URL. So tell a friend if they love MMA, come through. We've got some awesome content coming through, additional to the fact that we do Triggered as well, which will be next week. Eddie's going to come through with the conspiracy theories, and we're going to be talking mad crazy shit in tinfoil hats and smoking dope. With that same thing said, guys, from me and Eddie, whether you're a lover, a fighter, or a hater, peace up. A-Time down. We're out.